I'm just out walking from Bergerman shopping centre for my coffee. And it's about what's the time? 9:45, and it's well under 40 degrees at the moment, guys. Well under 40, and just heading back to the York, where I'll get ready to go out for the day. I'm going to get a taxi over to the old Dubai bus station, where I'm going to get a coach out to Fujairah Emirate. There's 7 Emirates in the UAE, guys. Takes a bit of time to see them all. I think if you're keen to explore like I am, you really need to come up here for a minimum of 2 weeks, guys, otherwise you're not going to make it. Also, jaywalking is illegal. Must always cross on the light, nothing else. I see some people crossing on red lights, but it's illegal to do that. So I'm going to wait until I get another green light. You get some of these guys that don't care, but they get arrested, and that's their problem. Also, I'm in no hurry. Very few Westerners here. I haven't seen any Westerners at all since I've been here in Dubai. There you go, out and about. I think I might have seen, no, I don't think I've seen any. Even in the shopping centre yesterday in the, over in Dera, I've seen none. I believe it's probably a little bit too hot still. Most will come later on, maybe 2 months' time when they do come. Talking to a taxi driver yesterday, and he said it's very, very quiet. Business is very poor, and his company has shut them down for 1 day a week. They're only doing a 6-day week, which is very tough on him because he gets paid commission, so he's losing 1 whole day of commission. Every taxi I get into, they're all empty. Never any, oh yeah, of course, but I mean, it's never any trouble getting a taxi. They're not like in the past I've been here and they've been full, and you've got to try to wait for an empty one to come past you and all that sort of thing. So whether it's part of the way things are in the world at the moment, or whether it's other things, I don't know. On the surface, Dubai seems to be absolutely pumping. So I hope that's true. A lot of younger people, of course. Very few people in my age group at all. All these guys here that are working are all in their 30s to 40s, I would say. A lot of young couples as well. Mum and dad, typically 1 kid. Typically in a pushchair or pram still, so maybe 1 or 2 years old. Don't see many kids with their mum and dad that are say like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nothing at all like that, okay? These are only little kids, maybe 2 to 3 at the max, maybe 3 years old at the maximum. There'll be some reasons for that I'm not really aware of. Maybe they've been down here and they've had child and they've decided to stay on a bit longer. Because you're pretty much on your own, and you've got a bit of money to pay for someone to care for your child while you're working. Nice Nissan over there. I think that's one of the what is it? The I can't think of the name of it now. It's not an Armada, I don't think. It's the one we get in New Zealand. Bloody hot in the day. Your brain just bloody fries. I'm sure my blood is boiling in my head. I'm doing the best I can anyway. It'll come to me later on, whatever it is. Might even have the name on it when it goes by. I might not be okay on that. I do like the big Nissans. Oh yeah, of course, it's a fucking patrol, guys. Although it looks a bit bigger than the patrols we have in New Zealand. So whether or not they actually label them here, oh, there's a bloody nice S-Class there. Oh, you never know, guys. You might, oh fuck, look at this here. You never know, you might see, if there was a Tesla going past, you might see an S-Class come to my channel. I'm very tempted to get myself one. I see a 2010 at the moment that I've got my eye on. I'd only get an S500. I'd only get a V8. I'm keen on it. Well priced. Got a lot of issues with them. This one looks good, and I think that it'd be a good challenge to keep it on the road. So I'm pretty tempted. I do like the S-Class. They are in your face. A lot of Mercedes here. Like I said the other day, very few Audi. In fact, I don't think I've seen an Audi since I've been here. Not even very many BMWs. This is pretty much Mercedes-Benz territory. Oh, here's a BMW. Make me a liar. Nice one too. Yeah, BMW there. fuck, the lights take so long to change. Honestly, it's slow as. It's the same as when you're in the cab. So I've got about another block to walk down until I get to the York International. Not too sure if I did say, but the York used to have a really nice swimming pool up on top floor. It's gone. It's been turned into a nightclub now, so that's a bit sad. Because it's really nice here to be able to... Here we go, we've got a green light. I'm only going to walk on green lights. I'm respectful of all of the laws and regulations here in the UAE. You know, and I think it's only fair to be like that. Of course, in the evening, if we come down here, all of these little restaurants will be full of people eating out, because eating out in the evening is really the best time. It's a little bit cooler, and it's a very social event as well. And a lot of Xiaomi scooters, like my one, and they're loaded up to the gunnels. You know, they got bloody boxes and shit all over them, and they're screaming down the road here, you know, full speed, delivering all sorts of stuff, which is quite interesting. I'm standing in the shade here for a bit. There's a Jeep there. Let's see too many Jeeps here really. GMC up there. Still haven't worked out what the situation's with the Teslas. Looking forward to a comment from somebody that, if you know more about them than I do, why people would even bother to have an electric car up here and the gas is so bloody cheap. Actually, the way I'm pointing the camera now is the way we're going to be heading out in a taxi, unless he decides to take me through the tunnel, in which case it'll be the other way. I might go through the tunnel for a change. Now, I went down to the Queen Elizabeth II yesterday afternoon. Very easy to get to by cab. It is a little bit too far to walk, guys, especially in the heat. No, in fact, you can't walk it. There's too many motorways to cross. You have to take cab. So I took it. Oh, here's a Xiaomi here, guys. Look at this guy. Going against the traffic, fuck he's going for it. Yeah, it's just about the same as my one, I think. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, it's the next year up, I think. It's the Pro, you know, with the Pro, yeah. A couple of Emiratis coming my way, so just going to watch my camera position. Yeah, so what was I going to say there? Oh, fuck, I forgot what I was saying there now. Yeah, anyway, I went down to see the QE2, and she's looking pretty good, actually. A little bit of bleeding on the, you know, around the $4 and stuff. A little bit of bleeding, but not too bad. And they've got a very nice sort of an entrance hotel front to the side of her. That's to her starboard side, by the way. Her starboard side is the side that she's berthed against in the port. The port is called Port Rashid. Port Rashid. Okay, and so you just tell the taxi driver you want to go to the Queen. You've got to call it the Queen Elizabeth II. That's what they know it is. The Queen Elizabeth II ship, please, cabbie or driver in Port Rashid. He'll take you there, and you can check in there and stay in the hotel. Or you can pay, I think, about $40 New Zealand to have a tour and a meal on board. That look, the time is just so it's just disappearing in front of my eyes to do things. So I just have to see how things go at the moment. Today is going to be taken up pretty much with travel over to Dubai, onto the bus out to Fujairah, which is about a 2-hour drive. I'm going to muck around in Fujairah and get a bus back, so I won't be back until about 6 o'clock at night, I don't think. By that stage it'll be cooling down a bit, and I'll be thinking about you know, strolling around for some dinner. Anyway, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this. When it comes to Dubai, it's about traffic, it's about people, a lot of people, a lot of traffic, a lot of stuff going on. So as I said, on the surface of it, it looks like the place is doing well, but the best way to find out about any economy is to talk to the cab drivers. They know what's going on, and so that's what I'm just sharing with you. That you know, it's a nice Porsche there. Yeah. Okay, then we're going to shut this down now, and we'll continue on something else a bit later on. I still will be bringing you another couple of parts to my experience in Egypt. The experience which took me to the area called Giza. It's another city basically within Cairo. I'm not too sure of the population of Giza, but it'll definitely be a few million people. And I'll talk about my experiences there, looking in the around that whole area of Giza. Now, I didn't go inside any of those pyramids in Giza. I just you know, did all of the outside tourist work. So that does leave that leaves the need to come back up again, and maybe spend I think another 3 or 4 days. I do want to go to Alexandria By all accounts, it is an absolutely beautiful place to visit. I must go there, and so that's on. I'm rambling, guys. It's too hot. My brain is on, boiling down here. So I'll shut down now. Oh, there's another Tesla. Fuck, they're everywhere. Dual motor one. There must be some reason for it. Maybe there's some. It won't be a tax dodge because they don't have that tax situation. A lot of these little motorbikes, they're sort of a Chinese Honda. I think they look like about 110 or 150 cc. And these things are scooting everywhere. But Dubai is different. They have to wear crash helmets, and they do drive more sensible. You'll notice here the traffic stays in its lanes. It drives within the speed limits. If you can drive in New Zealand and Australia, you can drive in here. Remember, the driver must always be in the center of the road. Okay, if you're not in the center of the road, you're on the wrong side of the road. Okay, remember that. Okay, you'll never go wrong driving a car anywhere in the world. I've driven thousands and thousands of kilometers up here in the UAE. One of my task was to visit all of the Emirates on a regular basis, and driven a lot of miles. Speed limit on the open road is 120. All of the vehicles here are limited to 120 by pinging. As soon as you get the 120, it keeps saying ping, ping, ping. But you just ignore that and turn the radio up a little bit higher, because you're just not going to get anywhere on the open highway at 120 k's, guys. Okay, I'm off. See how slow these lights are here? Unbelievable. It's really slow.